Hi, I'm Mark.
And I'm Valerie, and we're at my home. So today we're going to check out the Eufy Security See Everything Smart Lock.
And eufy Security sent us this for the review.
This is a really cool name. So what this is, it is a smart lock that also has a camera inside.
We'll open it up. Let's take a look at all the cool stuff.
All right. Wow, that's really neat. Check that out.
What's all the stuff in there? Check it out. Man, talk about packaging.
This is heavy duty. Look how big this is.
That is big.
Wow.
So check this out. This is the part that goes in the house, right? So this weighs a lot. It must have a big battery in it or something like that. But see, you got the typical knob, right, for opening and closing. So that's cool.
Unlocking and locking.
Oh yeah, that would be a better statement, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I guess I got that wrong. It's pretty well self-contained. I guess we'll probably find out later how we do the battery. So that's one part.
Right, this is the camera part and the front part. Oh my God, that's
wow.
heavy.
This thing weighs a ton. My gosh, it's actually interesting. You didn't take the plastic off, though.
Oh,
You got to take the plastic off.
good. Yeah, this is my favorite part.
Okay, that's that one there.
So, is that where you push the doorbell?
That's the doorbell.
Well, it's smart because it's got a bell on it, so you know.
It's got a bell, so you know. So there it is. Bell, so you know. Look at that. You can do the doorbell here. So that's pretty neat. And then on the top is a fingerprint reader. Now, I can use the fingerprint reader, but as it turns out, it doesn't work for Valerie on all the other
Yeah,
things.
we've yet to use a fingerprint door lock that really works for me effectively.
So you have a keyboard that you can, keypad you can punch in. You have the fingerprint reader, and hidden behind the button here, the doorbell button, is, ta-da!
Oh, a key.
There's a key, so you can also use
How
a key.
quaint.
There's a button here for something, who knows what, and there's a USB-C connection in the bottom for powering up. The batteries die while you're not home, right? And then in the back here, there's the little thing that goes through the doorway and all the wire connections. And there's actually two. This one's kind of cute. It's got like a gold end on it. It's kind of nice. And then it has all the wires here. So I'm sure that goes through the door and hooks on. And then you got
So
the
where's the
little symbol.
batteries?
And in the back here, I don't know. It doesn't show any batteries. Hold on. But it must be, though, huh? So there you go. That's the inside of this mechanism, which is in the house. This is where you hook all the wires up to it. And then this is kind of empty looking here. So I don't know.
No, that's not what's in the house, is it?
Yeah, this is the house side.
This part's in the...
This is in the house, right?
Yeah, so what about this side?
Well, this is all inside the house.
No, well, this part comes off.
Does it come off? You can tell. Wait. Ah, the battery
thing I'm
compartment.
here.
Good thing you're here, because I would have been
Otherwise,
lost.
you would have had to read the directions.
Now it's got a QR code and a little Eufy sticker. And then it's got something in here. I wonder if there's a battery pack, because you see there's nothing in it. It's like just a
I
connector in
think
there.
this might be it.
Oh, let's check it out. That's
Wow.
very interesting.
This is a heavy-duty battery pack.
Oh, I like this. So this means it's rechargeable. It's got a USB-C connector on the back.
Mm-hmm.
So you just take this out and charge it. That is great, because I am so tired of having to get AA batteries and packing them in there.
And recycling.
And
those double
recycling, and then you
batteries.
just take this and you put it in here. And now I want to do it now, as it may be a thing on the setup. And it goes in here, and you're all set. So that's cool.
Oh, look at this. Keys.
Oh, neat. Let me take out the bag here. Make sure we get it right. Let's see. And little keys. There we go.
Alright.
What else we got? Oh, this is a strike plate.
No, this is a strike plate.
Oh, that's the plate. This
Yeah.
is the strike.
And then it's got these other screws that says for interior assembly installation.
Okay, so this is really interesting. So it's got a couple of small screws. It's got a little pluggy thing, a little plug thing. I don't want to take them out of the bag, but this is the long screws are just to attach these two together. Here is what this is for. Anything else in the box?
This looks like the chime. And it looks like it's got little ears.
Some antennas. Ooh, look at that. And I've never seen a chime with the antenna. There must be a reason. This is pretty sophisticated looking.
Yeah, this is pretty cool little setup here.
Yeah, it's got a sync button on the top. So let's go install it and see how it works. So we have the lock all installed. It looks really good. Now let's try to get in. First of all, let's ring the doorbell. And it rings the doorbell and in the house. All right. Well, I want to unlock it. Press my fingerprint. Unlocked. Now let's unlock the door. So put our code in. So I had to put the code in and then press the check mark. It unlocked the door. And now we'll open the secret compartment. There's the secret compartment here. And I have the trusty key. Turn it. Oh, it's showing it's unlocked. And I'm in. Here are a few examples of how the camera works. Nice daytime view. Human detection in the daytime. Then at night, with the lights on, seeing in color, and with night vision optimization on, to remove the bright spot of the door frame, it captured motion well in black and white. Okay, we're going to install the door lock now. So the first thing we have to do is make sure we have the right length. So you've taken off the old lock, and you take this deadbolt here, and you kind of measure it up, and you need to make sure that this thing fits to the center of the hole in here. Then all you have to do is make sure it says top, and then slide it in. It may be snug, like in our case it's snug, and just give it a good push and hope she fits. And if she does, she fits fine, and then I just have to put the screws in. Okay, so now it's in. It's nice and flat, nice and flush with a door jamb. And again, let's make sure that that's here. Okay, so you got it in correctly. All right, and it should say top. So for this part, it's a little bit of a coordination because you got to put this in through the door and then put the plate in the back, and then you put these two bolts in. So bear with me. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this in, and we got to feed the wires underneath here. And that little black thing in here has got like a groove on it. You see there's like a groove on the top here, and this little knife looking thing. It's got to be up. All right. Okay, so we feed the wires underneath, and then this little wedges up goes into this black thing here, and boom. Now we just have to push it in and see it fits nice. Boom. Now he's in. We got him on the outside. He's pretty good. He's a little snug. He stays in the position. So now we're going to put the plate on the back. Feed the connector through like this. Boom, we're through. Then we just have to line up the bolts. Now the fun part of here, of course, you want to put your hand on the outside thing so you don't accidentally knock it out. Feed the bolts through. All right, one started. Now we'll do the next one. Put him through. Get him started. And they have a little bit of that blue Loctite on there, so it's going to be a little snug. You won't be able to put it all in by hand. You'll have to do it by the screwdriver. So we make sure the wires are through correctly, and the little knife thing is there, so that's good. Now before I do final tightening, I want to make sure the outside is hooked in correctly. And it is. All right, so we'll just take this now and tighten them up. Again, look at the outside. Just make sure this is straight up and down. What you want to make sure is this isn't crooked. And then same with the inside, making sure it's nice and snug. Okay, now we have to put the back on. Now, first thing we want to do is we want to take off the battery compartments. This is where the battery goes. We want to take off the cover for that, because we've got to put a couple screws in here, and we have to hook up the connectors. And then we want to hook this thing up. Now we do this, you see this side here is plain. The other side of this though, if you look carefully, there's a red marking on it. You want this to be facing out to match the red marking on here. So we'll just take this and we just push it in. It should snap into place. There you go. And then we just have to take the gold plated one here, hook it up to the top. Right there, you see this right here? All right, just push it in there. It just pushes in, no problem. And we're going to take this cable and make sure it kind of falls in here. It's got to stay in. It's got to stay inside this well over here. Line it up. Now you got to make sure that this part here is up and down. There we go. So now I have it in there. So we're in good shape there. Let me turn it real quick so that works. Okay. Then we'll just put the screws in to hold it in place. Okay, there's a total of 3. So this one here, I gotta line it up, put it in there. And we have the last one. It goes in the bottom here. Door lock is totally installed now. Outside looks good. Everything's tight. Now we have to hook up the app. Before we do that though, you gotta mount the battery. Now keep in mind it has a USB-C connector here. You should have charged this battery fully. This light over here, when you're charging it, will turn blue when it's fully charged. I've already done this. This goes in here. Put the cover back on. Battery compartment. Now that's all snug in there. And then they give you this cool little rubber thing that goes here and plugs the hole. So nice and smooth. Don't even see the hole. That's it. I've mechanically installed the lock. And just got to make sure it works. It seems to go, so we're good. Okay, now we're going to install the app. So we bring up the eufy app and we say add by hitting the plus sign. Scroll till we find the doorbell. Video smart lock. We want video smart lock. We'll add it to our home. All right, please add one Wi-Fi bridge. Okay, we've plugged that into the wall. Okay, we have the Wi-Fi bridge and doorbell chime. Here we go, right there. We say next. We have to scan. All right, next. We've got it installed. Antennas are up. But next, press the sync button for 2 seconds until the LED blinks green. There's an LED on the front of this thing.
Ready for setup.
Network is fine. Enter the password for the network. Confirm it.
Testing Wi-Fi connection. Connected to Wi-Fi successfully. Device was added successfully.
All right. Okay, it's been added successfully. Oh, and of course there's a firmware update. It'll take about 5 minutes. So that's the Wi-Fi bridge, and there's an SD card, micro SD card goes in there. I have it out now because it seemed like it paired up quicker when I took it out. I'll add it later. All right, the update was successful. Next, internet connection test. All right, got a great connection. No micro SD card is detected, so now I'll push it in. All right, check my card. Format it, yes. Format. All right, oh, it's formatting fairly quickly. Now it's interesting that they show you the card with a red circle and an exclamation point, like there's something wrong, but it's obviously working. All right, formatted successfully. You can connect your Bluetooth-enabled smart lock and bridge to lock your device. Okay, add new device. Let's go find that door lock again. Video smart lock, there we go. All right, next. Select the bridge, this is the bridge. Watch the video, I think we're good here. I finished the installation. Press the sync button 3 to 5 seconds until you hear a beep. Oh, we have to open up the battery compartment again. Press the sync button until we hear a beep. Oh, I heard a beep, wasn't very loud. All right, next. You're going to generate a QR code. I got to open the door and use the camera on the door. Hold it 4 to 6 inches away. It just beeped.
Connecting to the Wi-Fi network. Please wait.
Okay, it worked. So the device is added successfully. That's great. And we're going to call it the front door. Next. Close the door and calibrate your lock. You should complete calibration inside to prevent the possibility of being locked outside. All right, I've closed the door. Calibrate the lock. It's making noise. It said calibration complete. Okay, set your passcode. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll put today's year. Get ready to register your fingerprint for the fingerprint unlock experience. We recommend using your thumb, index finger, and middle finger. Okay, start enrollment.
Start fingerprint setup.
Okay.
Please slightly adjust the position of your finger on the sensor. Please slightly adjust the position of your finger. Fingerprint setup complete.
All right, there I am. Night vision optimization. We'll do that later. Okay, we're done. We've now installed the lock. Setting lets you adjust lots of things. You can turn on human detection and loitering detection, which is nice if someone is hanging out at your door. It even has a function to detect someone leaving the house. Wow, that is creepy. Power Manager lets you select the best working mode, balancing between battery life and recording time. Auto lock is handy. No more forgetting to lock the door behind you. One-touch locking lets you just long press the lock checkmark. You can set it to lock up for a few minutes if someone is trying to guess the code. Video settings let you choose the quality of playback and the recording quality. We have it set to high encoding and 2K HD. There are a bunch more settings, but the most important one is managing access. Here you can add other users, their access codes, and fingerprints. Now, you are all set up. Be sure to test it out and explore all the features. We like this lock so far. 3 methods to enter: key, touchpad, and fingerprint. It captures motion well locally. It's fast and quiet. Thank you for watching.